I don't really think so. I'm just kind of happy and here to see them play. I think it'll be too interesting. You know, not the best answer, but you know, I think they got some interesting play styles. Duke has looked really comfortable. I remember
We've got to
yesterday
start
he was
on like a
saying,
road down here.
"I feel basically as comfortable as my setup at home," which I think was a very, you know, telling thing. And I think we're gonna see some really good gameplay from Duke. But Skycrab also just been playing really fast. He was kind of dominating in his matches against Feinberg. Only just had a couple deaths, so if he irons those out, we're going to see a fantastic match.
I'm just going to plonk and then go. I think we might be this road.
Against one of your best friends.
Okay.
What's the line for Skycrab to beat Dugile in that matchup?
Like, okay, the biggest thing that I think about is, okay, when I'm looking at like the Bastion average, the fastest Bastion players, Skycrab and then Dugile.
Wow.
So they are going to have these insane, but low-key Skycrab gaps everybody. It's kind of insane.
Really?
And you notice that with his Bastion. It's like, what? How does Skycrab pull out that time save? But it should be similar, I guess, compared to like you know, Skycrab usually just gaps so much, and even the Feinberg match is just consistently leaving the Bastion so quickly, and purling to the forts and the whole split. So I don't know. I think Skycrab just like needs to play fast, because that's like the only way to beat Duel. But at the same time, like,
are we allowed to help? I'm literally about to finish and go back to Minecraft, so there's not really a point.
Worries me so much. We always are purling on like one heart. We're always purling, and it's so scary. And that punished him against Feinberg, you know, taking the death from like the fall damage with the pearl, that kind of thing. So Skycrab just needs to, you know, play his game and not die.
Yeah, and look at this. Talk about not dying. Hopefully we don't see any of that in this next matchup here. I was going to ask what the seed type was going to be, if there were any predictions, but it is going to be a shipwreck. So we're going back-to-back ocean seeds. This is Aquacord seed pick as well, and actually struggling a little bit to find the shipwreck as Aquacord, but finds it now.
Yeah, already seeing a little
Want to focus
bit of
back on the Minecraft.
The mechanics from B-South potentially just a faster line getting to it. We do have a TNT. Looks like Aquahorde throwing out the boots, probably not a useful enchantment there. But TNT is nice for an island. We have plenty of iron. It is a warm ocean, but I think I may have saw some kelp in the distance, so we'll see what these players end up going for their magma ravine.
Silver,
He
something
started
that's
falling
happened
into
a
the
little
thing
bit,
was
not
crazy,
super
yeah.
recently now in ranked, but there's been
Oh,
changes
Centicam,
in the
yeah,
seed filter where sometimes the trees are a little bit farther away. How does a seed like this, where the trees are just like a little bit farther, affect maybe some early game movement for these runners?
Yeah, well, the biggest thing you have to think about is that the magma ravines are actually from the iron, so it's not from the island. So you have to think, if you're, you know, where your magma ravine is, it's going to be 10.
It'll be 2 seconds, guys.